If you are relatively new to the use of computer-aided design software to create landscape plans, you might get a little confused as to how you go about copying symbols. Let's take this symbol as an example. If I select it, you can see its base point is indicated by that little square in the center. Its rotation angle is indicated by the little handle, so I can spin it around by picking up that handle and moving it or rotating it in a different direction. So that changes its angle. I can scale it if I want by clicking in the middle and coming to the canopy and just sort of dragging it out a little. But if we want to copy a symbol, there are a couple of different ways to do it, and one of them is far superior. And the far superior way to copy is to select the symbol and say, I'm going to copy it, not copy to the clipboard, but copy. And the prompt down in the command area, you are asked to indicate a base point. The logical base point is just to click on that handle in the middle and then just move it and copy the symbol down. And notice that it being the copy command, automatically repeats. And it's certainly possible to move afterwards to more evenly distribute them, and there are mechanisms using polar settings to set a step size, so you can set a gap interval between planting if that's what you want, or you can do as I'm doing now and just separate them out relatively evenly by eye. But there's another mechanism that some people use, and I'd suggest that you stay away from it, and that is to go to Edit and use the Windows copy. Control-C shortcut would work, but you pick the entity first and then Edit, Control-C or copy, and then it's Edit and Paste. And now notice that your symbol is anchored at a point down at the left, not anchored at the middle as it was before. So it gets a little tricky to place it. And not only that, it's very difficult to place it exactly at a given point. Just say, for the sake of argument, and it's almost a nonsense argument, if I wanted the symbol placed, let me draw a line. So I'll draw a line from one corner, I'll snap to that corner, and I'll go here. If I wanted to copy that symbol from its central point, just the blue handle, to the midpoint of that line, I'd come over here, pick up the midpoint and just click. That's precise, and I can do it very easily. But if I use the select, edit, copy, edit, paste, I agree the shortcuts are quicker. Can you see I have no control over the base point at all? And it's actually picking up where I pasted it beforehand. So it gets to be very tricky when you use the Windows copy. So do use, for example, I could copy that symbol a defined distance. I could say copy, base point from there, and I could say 100 millimeters at an angle of 45 degrees, and the symbol just moves ever so slightly up. You might be able to see it's going up just a little, and hit the enter key to the right mouse button, to finish, and we're done. So we've moved it ever so slightly, and that's not important when you're working with symbols, but it becomes really important when you're working with other entities in the drawing. Circles and other garden bed areas, your windows and other hardscape elements. So do be aware of the different mechanisms for copying, and we would much prefer you to use the proper CAD copy command rather than use the Windows copy. If you want to move that entity to another drawing, just select the entity, right click and use copy to the clipboard. Move to a different drawing, so I'll say new. I'll take one that's based on the default. Do I want to save the default drawing? Well, no, I don't. But then right click and paste from the clipboard. Specify an insertion point. I'll click in there and then type 0, 0. Now zoom extents. Here's our symbol. Let's regen and select the symbol. There is its center point. Now if I say line from 0, 0, can you see that rather than place the center point down there, the copy to the clipboard and paste, and Windows copy does much the same thing, picks it up at the zoom extents option, the bottom left, if you like, of the symbol. And we make all of our symbols, as you can see here, with a center point. The center of the symbol is at 0, 0, and that makes it very easy to scale and to move and so on. So understanding copy is really, really important, especially when you are beginning with your CAD landscape learning.